Hey, what up everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you here today. Stay tuned to the channel to check out the ongoing MacBook problems. Not a good day over at Stevie Breach Studios. Got a lot of problems going on my computer. I don't really understand them. Seems like I'm just picking different websites to try and fix the problem and see what happens, but it doesn't really seem like I'm getting anywhere with anything. But last night, was a really big surprise. We had been talking about it here for the last few weeks. Sting being a part of SummerSlam. It came down that at WWE SummerSlam 2015, Sting wasn't a part of the show. But it comes down to the Seth Rollins ceremony on Monday Night Raw, where he's going to be given his own statue to commemorate being, one of the greatest world heavyweight champions in WWE history. He's putting himself up there with Andre the Giant, with Ultimate Warrior. Who else has a statue? Bruno Sammartino. He's putting himself up there in that class of the guys that have really held down the company and been a big part of what is going on. Triple H and Stephanie come down to the ring. They unveil the statue. There's no statue under there. Only Sting. Sting surprised the world by coming out challenging Seth Rollins, and I like the way that it went down. We haven't seen this in a long time, and if I was WWE, I wouldn't overplay it. I wouldn't make it like the pre-show, but, every once in a while, tell us, flip on that network right now, and watch after Monday Night Raw ends. We're going to give you a bonus segment. They did the bonus match way back last year before Survivor Series, where Rusev won the United States Championship from Sheamus. That seemed like it was a really big moment. Once it was all said and done, Rollins was in the back. He was all pissed off. Triple H makes the match, basically saying that Sting was out there. He was holding the championship around. He was prancing around. And at Night of Champions, we're going to get Sting versus Seth Rollins. I was speechless because there was no way in the world I thought this is what Sting was coming back for. When we saw the rematch, it was right before Monday Night Raw went live. They announced that they were going to have a SummerSlam rematch. It was going to be Bray Wyatt and Luke Harper going up against Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns. I was like, that's your Sting moment right there. That's what everybody's talking about. This is where they're going to be bringing back Sting. I thought that Eric Rowan was going to be a part of it. Instead, they debut Strowman. I don't know who this guy is. I've never seen him wrestle. He's only been with NXT. I don't know how long he's been with the Performance Center, but he's only been a guy wrestling on the house shows since December. Dave Meltzer didn't have the best things in the world to say about this guy's wrestling skills on the show today, but he's a big guy, and he's going to be in there. I thought for sure the Shield was going to be, bringing Sting in, and it was going to be a six-man tag at Night of Champions, and that was going to be like your Legends hook. You have to see this show because we're bringing back somebody from the past, and you don't get to see him all that time. Instead, it's fucking Sting in the main event going up against Seth Rollins. I really didn't see this going down, but I'm still a little bit speechless now. I mean, honestly, in your mind, Sting's not going to win the championship, but this is a big match. I guess they owe it to him. They told the guy, go out there, get ready for SummerSlam. He got into ring shape, and then Vince just called him and said, we changed our mind. Maybe this is what they changed their mind to, but it sounded like, for weeks we were hearing that Sting wasn't going to be part of SummerSlam anymore. It sounded like they just broke his heart. Like they promised him a match, and then they just took it away, saying they didn't want to do it anymore. But Sting at WrestleMania, he took on Triple H. He lost that match. But then it seemed like Sting and Triple H made friends after the match. But, here's Sting poking his business into the Authority again. I don't know if Sting's going to come back next week on Raw and tell his side of the story about what's going down. But it seems like WWE just rewriting history once again, making you forget about what happened in the past. And they'll just rewrite the story any way that they want to, because it seems a little bit weird that we're not supposed to think about, what's going down anymore.